going on, Rich Woodard here, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. The series, of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United, and we have a very little talk about it. And sorry if my voice is a little bit weird, I'm still nursing an illness, but you can't keep the big dog down for long, and that is the same case with Leeds United. Couple of wins dropped on the spin. Obviously, a defeat in the cup to Chelsea. 2 drop points on the weekend, but Leeds come back with a vengeance today against Stoke. Was it the prettiest game? No. Could Leeds have put the game away a lot earlier? Yes. Should we have? Yes. Did we give Stoke more chances than we should have? Yes. Did we allow Stoke too much of a foothold in the game? Yes. Was it pretty? No. Were there some poor performances from Leeds? Yes. Were there tired legs? Yes. But did we get the job done? And at the end of the day, at this point in the season, the business end of the season, with 10 games to go after this game, that is all that is required. Unfortunately, Leicester picked up the win as well. Ipswich, as things stand, are currently drawing 2-2 with Bristol City. Hopefully, it either stays that way or Bristol City can score a winner like they did against... I believe they beat Southampton, was it, a few weeks ago? So hopefully they can do the same here. But listen, all we can talk about is Leeds. That's all we can control, and we controlled our destiny tonight with the big 3 points. Listen, we could have made it more. I thought Joseph, when he came on, should have scored that chance where he took it around the keeper, but it was good movement from him anyway. And I'm actually really starting to like the development of Joseph. I really am. And I don't know why we didn't keep, just straight swap for Bamford for Joseph in the second half there. I don't know why we took Rutter off as well. I mean, actually, I do know why. It's because we're saving him for the game on Friday. But otherwise, listen, I can't complain at the substitutions made. A lot of people were saying, why is Archie Gray not playing? Listen, he's being rested for Friday. He's played a lot of games. He's 17 years of age. At that time, you're going to get, probably more tired or more prone to injuries than other players that's slightly more experienced, a few more years older than him. So, listen, I understand why he only came on for the last 5 or 6 minutes. I could potentially put him in central midfield on Friday and drop Kamara for him or Gruev, and leave Connor Roberts at right back because he hasn't played as many minutes, so he's going to be a lot more fresh. I thought Connor Roberts, when he did play, did leave some gaps at right back at times defensively. Going forward, he was good, but his final delivery just wasn't quite there. He's got a good cross on him, but he just needs to decide when to cross a little bit better, get his timing better. But as I said, listen, I don't think we were the best today. I think Stoke tried to, take elements of our game out of us. They were quite rough, kind of like Huddersfield were, nowhere near as anti-football as Huddersfield were, but they were flying in with the challenges. Pardon me, lads. And they were causing Leeds some trouble in the second half there. I thought Leeds in the first half controlled a lot of the game, didn't put them away, and then you leave it into the second half like that, and you're always going to leave yourself running against it when you don't put a team away. And that's exactly what we saw. I thought we coasted for large portions of the second half. I saw a lot of people criticising Somerville. I think for me, the issue with Somerville is not that he is a poor player by any chance. A lot of people saying, listen, he's frustrating me. He's holding on to the ball for too long. And I put that down to a little bit of confidence. Not that he's necessarily unconfident, but he hasn't had his most impactful performances as of late, the past few games especially. So you kind of need him to get himself a goal, do something special, especially if he scores a great goal, a bit of a wonder goal. Then you get the confidence going, and then he won't overthink things, because I don't think that he's being greedy or he's being selfish. I think he's trying a little bit too hard, and he's overthinking things a little bit. It's not coming naturally to him. He's just overthinking things, over-egging things, and I think that is a potential problem when it comes to him. But right now, I don't think I can really complain about Somerville. I think he's, served himself very well, and I think he's just having a little bit of a problem in his own head. He just needs a little bit of confidence going through. So I think Somerville's fine. I would definitely still play him on Friday. He came off with 10 minutes to go for Nanto, and I think that was just a case of resting him. Same with Rutter coming off in the 70th minute. I think that was justified. Who was your man of the match, by the way? That's what I want to ask, because someone asked me that question during the live, and it was tough to say because I really think Leeds were so sloppy through portions of that game that it's hard for me to actually pinpoint a man of the match. If I had to give one, potentially, I'd throw it to Dan James because of the goal. Even though it did take a slight deflection, it was still, a great idea to shoot, and it was a quick thinking from Dan James that got us that goal. He was surrounded by more men than a supermodel in Tiger. I'll tell you that for nothing, mate. There was about 5 guys around him, just like the chicken shop. He turned on a pivot and just ripped the shot early. The keeper wasn't expecting him to strike it early like that. The defenders weren't expecting him to. They were expecting him to double cut it back and cross it in. But instead, you know what? He saw a little gap. He put his foot through it, got his body over the ball, drilled it down into the corner. Did it take a little deflection? Yes. But, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of luck in there. And it might have been going in anyway. I need to see a little replay on it. But it might have been going in anyway. It might have not been. But anyway, I thought he was probably odds on our man of the match, because I thought he had a lot of joy down that right hand side as well. His pace was causing them danger. I thought his crosses were good, but sometimes he should have taken them early. Sometimes he was cutting back onto his left and crossing them in that way, in swinging them, as opposed to just taking the early cross on his right, which could have been a bit more dangerous. I thought the movement from Bamford was good in the first half. I just thought Leeds was sloppy throughout the game. But listen, we got 3 points, so I can't complain. That's all we needed. And hopefully, as I said, Ipswich don't pick up the win today. Hopefully. You know, there's still a little bit of time left in that game. And then Leeds can cruise ourselves back into a second, which would be big. So, you know, we just have to wait for other results right now. As I said, right now, the main talk away is job is done. But let me know what you guys thought anyway. Did you guys think Leeds were sloppy? Do you think this is just, you know, we got the job done and it doesn't really matter how we played? We're a bit tired and we know we move on to Friday now. Let's get these 2 games out of the way and then we can recover, have a bit of resting, recuperation time and really build for the rest of the season? Or do you see it more as, listen, that kind of spells problems that Leeds couldn't put Stoke away earlier? What do you guys make of it? Please let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And for now, guys, I will see you very, very soon before I cough my guts out. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.